Care. Convenient locations in Merrillville and Valparaiso. Call 219-769-0977 for an appointment today. That's 219-769-0977. Breakthrough Podiatry, a revolution in foot care. Bruce Williams, Doctor of Podiatric Medicine.
Mike Knezovich and Kent Rosenbaum back with you here at the Panther Den in Griffith as we continue on with our pregame coverage of Highland and Griffith boys soccer. Again, keep in mind that we will be back with you on RRSN.com for the videocast, live videocast coming up on Monday night over at Wheeler as the Kankakee Valley Cougars take on the Wheeler Bearcats. And then we've got 3 matches in the next 2 days on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yours truly, along with Kent Rosenbaum, we will be down at Wheatfield for the great matchup in the Northwest Crossroads Conference on WJOB 1230 a.m. along with RRSN.com as the Munster Mustangs take on the Kankakee Valley Cougars in girls soccer. Meanwhile, our young protege, Adam Demery, who's working the cameras out here today, he's going to be with John Fesco over at Chesterton High School on Tuesday evening for a great girls matchup, Kent. It doesn't get any better than Chesterton and Valparaiso.
Oh, no, that's another great matchup over there. Valparaiso is looking like they're going to have another good year. I think they're, as far as the polls go right now, by the Times, they've got Valpo rated number 1 and Chesterton rated number 2
there
in the area. So hats off to the Times for calling that shot. But if you look at the rankings for the state, let's see, is either community in there yet? Neither one of them has cracked the top 20 yet. But in the area, those are the 2 top girls teams, so that'd be a great match to get out and watch, and they could even listen to us as they're watching that game. How's that?
Yeah, that game will be on WEFM 95.9 FM as well as right here on RRSN.com. And then the next evening, myself along with John Fesco and Adam Demery, we're going to head over to Viking Arena on the campus of Thomas Jefferson Middle School, and we will be watching and calling the ball game as Danny Yeftich and the boys team from Valparaiso take on Jamie Sensabaugh's Chesterton Trojans. And that ball game, again, 2 of the top programs, not only in the state, in the area, but also in the state. And Chesterton has started off the season with a bang with 2 shutout victories, and Valparaiso with a shutout win. So I'm looking for that to be 80 minutes of rock'em sock'em Dumoulin action.
And just like this situation, it's a conference match early on in the season, so whoever loses that game is behind the 8 ball right now. The Times has Valparaiso listed as number 3 in the area. Chesterton tied for 4th with Bishop Knoll. If you look at the state rankings coming out already, Valparaiso is ranked 6th in the state, and Chesterton comes in at number 20. So there's a lot of recognition for Northwest Indiana in the state rankings because you got Valpo there, you've got the Crown Point is in there at number 14. You've got Chesterton at 20. You've got Lake Central with an honorable mention. So right there, 4 teams are already recognized in the state. On the men's side, on the 1A, we've got Hammond Knoll is ranked at number 11 right now in the state, so they're being recognized. On the girls' side, recognition on the 1A side, Wheeler Girls. Wheeler Girls is right up there about number 10. So they've been recognized. And as far as women's 2A being recognized in the state, we've got Crown Point's at number 18 right now, so they're the only team we have recognized at the moment.
Yeah, Chris Mikert has done just a terrific job with that program, and they'll be right in the mix there in the Dumoulin with Chesterton and Valparaiso on the girls' side of things. And we had a chance to visit with Jenna Arnold during the preseason show. They've got her moved up now to more of a midfield position from defense to get her more involved in the offensive scheme now that Sarah Rivich has graduated.
Yeah, she'll fill that role very, very well. And, you know, Mikritz does a nice job of keeping the girls motivated, keeping them active, making sure that they understand what they're supposed to do, and they compete very well in the Dumoulin. They're off to a good start themselves.
And our starting lineups are brought to us, Kent, in part by Christensen Chevrolet.
And Christensen Chevy's Christmas in July sale has been extended through August. Check out great deals on all new 2014 Impala and many other 2013 Chevys with financing plans available. Christensen's also has a large commercial truck department along with an accredited body shop. Proudly serving you since 1951, Christensen Chevy is located at 9700 Indianapolis Boulevard in Highland. The phone number is 888-999-9999. 9141, and the website is www.christensenchevy.com.
Let's take a look, first of all, at the visitors from Highland High School. They're going to be dressed in their blue road jerseys today with the grayish colored numbers on the back of the jerseys. They are going to start off in a 4-4-2 scheme here this evening. And let's take a look, first of all, from the top and go down at the striker positions. They're going to be number 4, Jordan O'Day. He is a senior. He had 2 goals last season for the Trojans. He's going to be joined up top by the leading scorer, tying leading scorer on the Trojans. That's number 5, Max Young, a junior. Max with 6 goals and an assist on the season. The midfield slots shape up as follows. At left outside mid will be number 2, junior Nick Kyle. At the right side will be number 3, junior Marco Guerrero, who had a goal and 3 assists on the campaign last season. That strong midfield that we talked about will feature number 7, Johnny Towson. He's a senior, 6 goals and 3 assists on the year. The other central midfielder will be number 17, Joey Goodeve, a senior, 2 goals and 9 assists last year. The back 4, they play a flat, and that will be at left fullback, number 24, Mark Arredondo. He is a senior. At the right fullback position will be Billy Pollen, and Pollen is a senior at the right defensive position. And then the 2 central defenders for the Highland Trojans will be number 15, Eric Davalos. He's a sophomore. And then number 19, Nick Mastey. And Nick Mastey is a senior for the Highland Trojans. In between the pipes for the Trojans will be number 1, Joshua Bertozzi. He's a junior. He had 15 saves last season in limited duty behind the front runner in the keeper position, Austin Walters, for the Trojans. Flipping it over on the other side for the Griffith Panthers, they will also be in a 4-4-2. They will have up top number 12, All-NWCC performer last year, David Schell, 8 goals and 2 assists on the season. At the other striker position will be number 27, George Hoodishoes. He is a senior. In the midfield, at left outside mid will be number 16, Mark Alvarez, a sophomore. He will be flanked on the right side by number 11, Jordan Avalos. And Avalos, a junior, had 4 goals last season. Over in midfield for the Griffith Panthers will be number 6, Carlos Tellez. But right now we're going to stop here. We're going to face the south side of the complex and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And again, special thanks to all our men and women in our military that are fighting for our freedom each and every day overseas as well as here in the United States. Again, once again, rounding out that midfield for the Panthers, number 6, Carlos Tellez, a senior. Number 18, Jacob Kamaski, a sophomore. And as we mentioned, Jordan Avalos, a junior, number 11. The back line for the black and gold from Griffith High School. At left defender, number 10, Jose Gonzalez, a sophomore. At right fullback, number 5, Mike Alvarez, a senior. The stopper will be number 25, Matt Plawecki, comes from a terrific soccer family. The sweeper will be number 17, sophomore Adrian Lopez. And in between the pipes will be the junior, Matt Pataki, a junior. As we mentioned, 7 shutouts on the campaign last season. And Kent, let's talk a little bit about some of the rule changes that are going to be taking place as we enter the 2013 season here in Northwest Indiana. Every sport in the off season always has some adjustments that the officials make, and soccer no exception. Of course, one of those occurred on some of the breakaways that they had called before with PK situations.
Yeah, they've got 3 significant rule changes to talk about. The one that you just mentioned on the intentional foul on a breakaway. If a defender fouls a person trying to score, but they score the goal is scored, that person will only be given a yellow card unless the referee deems that the foul was so malicious and flagrant that he can go ahead and issue the red card. That's his decision. However, but if the breakaway takes place and the foul is committed and the ball does not go in the goal, then it is a red card. They didn't want to penalize the team twice if the goal was scored, and then they'd have to lose somebody. So that's the significant change there on the breakaway shots. The other thing is during an injury timeout, you can be coached. They can huddle. The remaining players can huddle with the coach and talk during the injury. Previously, there was to be no contact except basically handing them water bottles. Now you can coach during an injury timeout. And the other thing is the use of electronic devices can be used on the sidelines during the games now, whether it's a cell phone or iPad. I can't go into what kind of devices could be used because I don't know that much about them. But the one thing that can be done is you can't electronically communicate with any player on the field. Like your goalie can't have a headset on talking to him. Like
no signals from like the quarterback, getting it from the head coach or the offensive coordinator in football.
Right. So some changes have occurred. Those are the 3 major ones that I see. Some other smaller ones. There was clarification on how to check into a game with the referee and the color of tape that you could have on your socks. Usually kids like to tape their shin guards in place, and they must have the same color, so that's relatively insignificant. But those are the 3 big changes I saw this year, Mike. Yellow card stuff has all stayed the same. You can get 5 during the year. After 5, you have to sit out a game. You get 3 more, you sit out a game. And remember, at the beginning of the tournament, all the yellow cards are wiped out. And according to this, you can accumulate 3 yellow cards during the off season or during the tournament time before you have to sit out a game.
The Griffith Panthers are going to be moving from right to left on your radio dial as well as your laptop, and the Highland Trojans will be moving in the opposite direction. And right now, off the get-go, we've got a free kick as Carlos Tellez is going to be taking it from about 45 yards out. And right now, it looks like Goodeve is getting a little discussion of dinner plans from the official. The offside free kick there goes to the far side on the play where it's picked up out there by Alvarez. Mark centering pass deflected into the midfield third, looking for Huda shoes for Griffith. Now they go back out. Left-footed shot goes wide on the play, and let's see if it deflected off. It is. So we have our first corner kick of the season, Kent. 50 seconds in. It'll be Carlos Tellez.
Griffith coming out with a charge to try and get down the field fast, put a lot of pressure at the top of the box. Went ahead and took a shot from about 25 out, went off a defender, corner kick from this side.
So here's the left-footed corner by Tellez on the play. It gets over the keeper and goes to the far side. And they're going to rule an offside, I believe, on the far side there on Mark Alvarez. But situation there where jumping a little bit too soon was Josh Bertozzi, the keeper there, Ken, and it almost cost him.
Yeah, fortunately for him, the Griffith didn't have anybody on that back post to go ahead and pull that in and take the shot.
Minute and a half gone here in a scoreless tie on the pitch at the Panther Den, which, of course, is the home of the football team over here as well. And it's going to be exciting, Ken. It's going to really be a change coming up here because field turf is going to be installed here at the Panther Den coming up in 2014.
Well, right now it looks pretty good. I've noticed sometimes when we come here later on after the football program's been out here quite a bit, it's pretty rough for soccer. But right now the field's in really good condition.
Sure. We've had a very mild summer, right. So it's been really good, and they've kept the water going on it. So we'll see how it pans out. Is now a Highland coming back on the counter, looking for Guerrero on the play off the right side, but it's knocked away defensively nicely by the Panthers, Jacob Kamaski. Now they take them down strong, and we can see right now, Kent, that the physical play that's been a very big part of this series continues on.
Oh, yeah, there's no love lost between these teams. What's this called, the Battle of the
Bridge?
Yep.
Congratulations as well last night to Leroy Marsh, the longtime football coach of the Munster Mustangs. Career win number 200 last night, Kent, and that was eluding him for quite a while.
Yeah, he was kind of wondering if he was ever going to get there, but congratulations to him. Done a great job over at Munster, does a real nice job with the community. And,
there's not a better human being than him, along with Jamie, his wife, as far as what they do to the community.
Yeah, they're good people over there, and Munster's lucky to have them.
We're down to 37 minutes exactly remaining here in a scoreless first half. Chest trap here in the midfield third by Marco Guerrero, trying to again get up on the plate to Max Young for the Trojans. They go to the right side looking for error. Good job of interception there, Kent, by Jordan Avalos on the wing.
Avalos saw it coming and got out there and intercepted it. Now we've got a slide behind by the Griffith striker, George Hoodishoes. I'm going to get it.
Nick Mastay will go with the kick now. And he'll give away now to Goodeve in the midfield third. Joey, a senior on the play. Nice boom towards the goal on the play. 50-50 ball to goal. He comes out of the play. A shot and a goal. I think Max Young got in there, Kent.
I think
on
you're right.
On the 50-50 there with the keeper. The keeper came out. That was Pataki. And it looked like Young was able to tickle the onion sack there. And the goal is going to come. Got to stop the clock after the goal. And that goal is going to come at 3:55 officially. And that will be the first goal of the campaign for the Highland Trojans.
Well, I think the keeper kind of misjudged it. He did not have it wasn't like he couldn't get his hands on it. He just went up a little bit too early, and the ball got right behind him, and Young was right there to go ahead and put it off his head and put it in the net.
So Goody will get the assist off the free kick on that one, and Max Young, we think, will get credited for that goal. Now a good job of sealing off in the back line by Jose Gonzalez as Pataki comes out and intercepts the cross.
One shot, one goal, not a bad average.
Yeah, that's a pretty good percentage. I think you can live with that throughout the year. Now we've got a foul going to be called on Griffith again, so another free kick here, and Goody this time is going to go a little bit shorter, looking again inside the midfield third on the play, on a pass there. A nice one-touch there from Young to Jordan O'Day. And now Tellez tries to regain here for Griffith. Hoodishoes now looking for Shell. David Shell now going back to Hoodishoes, trying to get by the defense. Good job defensively. Sliding in nicely was Mastay. Now on the 50-50 ball, Nick getting hogtied from the back by Hoodishoes.
Good. He pushed off the ball well there by number 6 of Griffith as Tellez.
Yeah, that's definitely been physical back there. Now another 50-50 ball back there as Jordan O'Day got taken down, and the official says this is soccer, not tiddlywinks. Play on.
Yeah, Highland's doing a nice job of trying to punch the ball over the defense, but the Griffith defense is responding well and getting back in time to go ahead and get it to the outside, and now they're bringing the ball over midfield, trying to feed to the other side, and that would be to number 16, Alvarez.
Gonzalez made that play, got it started, and now in the midfield third is Jordan Avalos. And now they'll bring it back in with 34-17 remaining here in the first half. The Highland Trojans on the goal by Max Young, off the free kick on the play by Goodeve, have a 1-0 lead.
Goodeve on that serve that got in the goal did a nice job of putting that ball right into the 6. I mean, it was right in there where it needed to be, and caught Pataki kind of guessing, like, what should I do? What should I do? So he really set that up well.
Regional Radio Sports Network wants to thank Tauber Law Offices at 1415 Eagle Ridge Drive in Schererville for their continued support of student athletes. They practice general, civil, and trial law in all state and federal courts, and they specialize in personal injury, wrongful death, real estate, corporate wills and probate, family divorce, and criminal law. They also service the trust, estate, and business planning needs of their clients. Call Tauber Law Offices today for all your legal needs, 219-865-6666.
Nice punt from Pataki. Took it all the way over the midfield. Now, there's no real wind to deal with today, Mike. The wind is pretty well non-existent. But on a day like today, on a bright sunny day, looking up into that sun can be like a center fielder or a right fielder playing at Wrigley Field.
Almost got to have the black on underneath the eyes, on top of the cheeks. Matt Plawecki, Mark Plawecki, whose brother Matt, of course, plays over at Calumet College of St. Joseph's. We had him on the show on the 10th of August. Now in the back third on the play, and a good job there of baiting by Mark Arredondo for the Trojans to bait the Griffith offensive player and have him knock it over the goal line.
Yeah, did a nice job of looked like he was going to take it to the